minute, hold on, I'll look at the questions in a sec. In the 30-minute, we have 2.859 or 2.859 million right here. Down here, we have 3.39. It's a lot more on the down direction. A lot less up here, so we definitely have more people coming out to play down here. We're always gonna, the market manipulators are always gonna go where they can find volume, because they can short and long. They don't give a shit which way to play. And right now, I think they're gonna find more players if we keep going down. And if we break that 33, I believe that will be the start of capitulation with XRP. That's how close we are to capitulating to the downside. Very hard. What do you guys think about that? Are we on the right page? Hey, Sink Laundry, welcome in. Yeah, Redwire, it sure has. TradingView sure has. It's been the last, I want to say, week now. It's been pretty weird. Very weird. You don't want to hear my lowest target for XRP. Right now, let's just focus on the fact that we're not flipping a zero. 11 cents right now is the only target that's low enough that you should worry about. Remember what I said before when we were trying to hunt 52 cents and I said I wouldn't talk about the 11 cent target until we got within a range? I won't talk about the 00 number until we get into a proper range. So the proper range would be when we start heading towards 11 cents, and that doesn't, it's kind of like a position like this. We hit 11 cents, we get a pedestrian bounce up like this, and then we're coming back down towards 11 cents and it doesn't look like it's going to hold. Then I can give you the other number. But until then, let's just focus on 11 cents. Ryan, what's going on? Because I couldn't, you know, if I would have focused on 11 cents, when we're at $1.66, people would have cut my head off. They already were so pissed at me when I said, hey guys, XRP is going to go to 11 cents. Or we're at like $1.66, $1.75, $1.50. XRP's going to 52 cents. What the fuck, Tom, you son of a bitch? You said you're XRP future millionaire. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, we already made 400-something%. Let's not be greedy. The whole market's about to reverse. Oh, son of a bitch, XRP's the shit. It's going to go to $1 million. Gosh darn it, everybody on YouTube saying it. Yeah, I know, everybody says it's going to the moon, blah, blah, blah. Can't fail, yada, yada, yada. Ah, damn it, Tom, you son of a... Well, it's okay. It's not going to fucking 52 cents. It's going to like 11 cents overall. Ah, you son of a... You're the XRP future scammer, you cock... And that's how I felt, because that's what how people would talk. My lowest target is it flips to zero. That's only in a scenario where Bitcoin capitulates down past, well, you'll see, it'll be in the depths of hell, but that, the 11 cent XRP hinders on Bitcoin first hitting 19,000. Now, what if Bitcoin goes to 6,500? How is XRP only going to be at 11 cents? Ask yourself that. That is how you find the true price. Where was XRP at when Bitcoin was at 6,500 and something? That's all you need to look for. Look at the correlation. It certainly wasn't a zero. Remember when I said there's a chance that all ISO coins flip a zero? And we catch the luckiest break of all times? Assuming we don't have any money. Are the gold, what gold bars worth buying? Brian, every single place you buy gold, you buy over spot. You've never bought anything, and right now you wouldn't buy gold to begin with because the price of silver is like 85 or 87 to 1, so you focus on silver. You gotta look at it. You got a lot of research to do before you just you know. Sean, what's going on, my main man from Maine? You're never gonna get true spot price, my friend, unless you're fucking mining it yourself. Those days are long gone. I mean, that could be a potential. XRP. When Bitcoin was 3,600. XRP was at 10 cents when Bitcoin was at 3,600. Yeah, I would do silver now because once it goes up, once silver goes up and catches up to gold, you can simply swap your silver for gold bars if you wanted to. Where'd the fuckers go? Where'd the fuckers go? But sorry guys, my son. You know I go back and forth with my son. Whoa. Pizza. Hold on, I'll get to those gifted subs in a sec. I gotta finish what I was saying to Ryan real quick. Ryan, what you want to do though when you buy silver. Hey, Ryan, see, you don't understand. A fucking pawn shop has to pay you spot price for gold or silver. It doesn't fucking matter if you go into a pawn shop or not. You're asking spot price, no less. It's a fucking gold bar. It doesn't have shit value to it like everything else people bring to a pawn shop. I guarantee you, bring an ounce of silver to a pawn shop and let them try to undervalue you and tell them, I want motherfucking spot price. You can sell it for overspot as much as fuck you want, but when you buy my silver from me, you're banging the fucking spot price. I guarantee you they will fucking will. 100%. So, if you go in there with the fucking bars of silver, that'll equal up to an ounce of gold, and you say, hey, I'm swapping you the silver for the gold, we're doing it at spot price, they're not going to say no. But that's not the way I would do it. I mean, you can. I'm saying in theory, you could sell it back to your shit. But they'll try to fuck with you. But what I'm saying, Ryan, is you buy silver rounds. Don't buy anything else if you're buying fucking coins of silver. Silver rounds. Yep. Absolutely, C-Hack. That's why I said that's not where I'd be going. But even in a pawn shop, it's not gonna... You can still get your spot price. But yeah, I would be definitely going to a jewelry store or a bullion store if you can find one in your area. And then, okay, so Pizza Breath with the 1 community gift sub. So, Woodpile gets the community gift sub. And Nathan, absolutely there is. And then and that was his 6th gift sub now. Holy shit balls. Thank you, Pizza Breath. You just got this ball rolling a long time ago when you first started sending me bits and stuff. It was an amazing thing. And CW5000 gave out 10 community gift subs. Wow. You guys are very generous. And that's 21 now for CW500. Between you and Pizza Breath, you've donated 27 gift subs to my channel between the two of you. That is insane. And from CW, just now, the 10 people that got it. XRP2022, EF 7887, Hold Up 67, Inevitable King, Sockle 806, TK Shaw, to Brian 29, Imperson 80, Starlene, oh, she'll be happy, 1957, and Archbox. All got gifted a sub. How awesome is that? XRP Future Millionaire in 2080. Well, I don't need XRP to go to a gazillion dollars to be an XRP Future Millionaire. A gift sub, it's like, you know how people pay $5.99 a month for to be a member on Twitch, to be part of the TFAM, to show the support. Somebody did that, and now it's as if you did it yourself. That's why you have the badge next to you. But it's only a 1-month gift sub. So that's in the hopes that maybe in month 2, you'll do it yourself or pay it forward and gift it to somebody else. But I really appreciate that. That was mighty generous. I was not expecting that at all. I'm always hella surprised when you guys are fucking crazy generous. So, do we understand what we were talking about with XRP, though? And yes, XRP is definitely going to have a chance to get back to 33 cents. It's just, we have this range right now. And like I talked about in my update on YouTube, we had a bullish cross here. And I have the expectation that we're probably going to come back up to 42 cents before we completely fall off right now. So I think we're going to fill this out at least. It's only about a 3.5% move. Probably get enough people excited. But it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. Awesome, Woodpile. Yeah, I knew you'd be happy. I seen your name when Pizza Breath donated that, and I was like, oh, there's one that's gonna be happy too. NWK snuck in here. I didn't even see you in here. What's up? And Joel BD. Wig Bust in here as well. You guys snuck in here while I was reading that stuff. Holy smolies. Awesome talks going on. Pizza Broth, for donating that gift sub, I'm going to cover XLM right now because I know that's the one you like. And you've been very, very, very generous. So, first busted uptrend, for anybody who's new or for anybody who hasn't been paying attention, we had an uptrend started in 2020 of March. Hit it again here. Nice consolidation on the uptrend too. Beautiful. Built bull flag. Built bull flag. Finally failed, right? Now we came back to the uptrend, and then we dumped. Now we're coming back up to the secondary uptrend that is technically the second of three options that could happen. I think it's going to skip right through here and come down to option number 3 eventually and double bottom where the pattern started. But that's just me. That's projecting out, you know. Not everybody likes it because they say I'm very bearish. But you know what? Have I not been right every step of the way so far on the way down? Minus, you know, hey, you guys should buy here and swing trade because that's not my job. That's your job. If you want to take the gamble and maybe lose or win, that's not my fucking problem. My problem is getting you in 100% of your portfolio at the bottom, and that means I can't tell you to keep buying and then have to sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, because that just doesn't work. 9 times out of 10, those people lose. So that's what we're looking at. So we're filling out this little part. You can call it an ascending, you can call it a down channel, you can call it a falling channel, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're in an inside-out part of the wedge. That's what I call it. Once you break this, it's like kind of like the test zone. Once you break this, you come down to the bottom. You break this, then you get to start. That's when it gets interesting for XLM. If XLM breaks where that yellow line is, that is where it gets very, very interesting. And that's where we could start flipping multiple zeros. Because if XLM breaks that, that means all of Bitcoin and everything related and following Bitcoin and crypto. And that means the government is doing exactly what they said they were going to do and keep raising rates and yada, yada, yada. It would just... It's going to start something very, very detrimental to crypto. And that's why I keep bringing it out into the weekly right now. It's so important. It's so important. And I almost think I need to cover things in the weekly right now because it is bad. It's fucking bad. When you look at it from a weekly perspective, like I was doing before the crash even happened, you could tell it was getting bad. What was that? Ryan... The reason, no, see, here's why I don't want to get into it and promote a bunch about lobster. Because like I said with my case study, I find it much too risky. I don't want to do that. I did a case study and I think it's a little too risky because there's going to be too many people in Ryan with all the scams out there. But just from my personal experience, yeah, you guys see me make some money. But what did I say? That lucky streak's going to end up running out. I would get caught with my pants down. Because a bunch of assets that I liked ended up getting pulled out because it was being run by scams, like I said, and most of them ended up being scams. But because they were pump and dump scams, I was able to be, hey, I found them first, got out first kind of thing. That's not the kind of thing I'm looking for, guys. And to me, I gave it 2 thumbs down because there's too many scams going on in lobster. So until they clean it up a little bit, I really don't want to be advertising it. I did it while I was doing it. I showed everybody each step of the way. And when it got too much for me, I was very, very clear, and I said a couple days ago, I can't condone this because there's too many scams and the average trader is going to get absolutely bent over. Wigbusta, thank you for the community gift sub. Let's see who got that. NWK 3D, no shit. With the gifted tier 1 sub, that's awesome. That's your second total gifted sub, Wigbuster. How freaking generous are you? It sure can, Redwire, and that's what scares the hell out of me. How can you not be bearish? Yep, exactly, Redwire, exactly. Yeah, I knew it was you, Trips. I just, I didn't know if everybody knew you by your name in here. But yeah, Trips is, and what a way to come back, Trips. Back from the honeymoon and everything, and now you're getting this? Holy smokes. But anyhow, I mean, that's what we're seeing with XLM, and I give this a 60-65% chance of hitting that 2.7. That's a pretty damn good odds. One way to invalidate this would be to somehow break out of this region. But now, because it fell down so far, it would have to bust out of here, maybe come up, and then it would have to break this extension. That's not going to be easy. We've got XDC, and like XDC's this one still that should give you the most hope because it still hasn't broke down out of this cup and handle. And once it loads, it'll show you. But it started like the rest of them. We have this weekly divergence started, and we're in to me, we're in an ascending triangle. I did cut it off into pieces just so everybody could see where the back test would have to be, and it leads right into it. So all this other crap that I was doing so people could see like different things, this is all nonsense. All you need to do to stay ahead of this pattern, that we were having fun with this the other day. That is all you need to know. Because if it back tests right here, and it can somehow hold at 2.0, it's going to be a nice bounce back up. If it breaks this, that is the huge problem of XDC. Because this pattern is starting to kind of spiral out of control here, and if it breaks this, then it's got to start coming down through these sections, and that could be a very, very big problem. I mean, I don't want to hold XDC if it's going to flip a few zeros. But if it hits here, and it holds, I'm buying the hell out of it. Because that could be a market-wide bounce if it does end up holding that. And that's the cup and handle beautifully. We track most assets from Lobster Link to UK. Also buy orders in an unopened assets when you buy they. Yep. That's the problem, Wig. That's the problem. And I remember you sent me that after, too. And it verified everything I was thinking, everything that I was seeing. And remember, after we talked how the thing started, the asset started to be no domain after, and then the pictures went back to the straight alphabet pictures instead of like real assets. And that was how long after we talked? Literally, momentarily after we talked, Wig. And remember, I sold all my stuff, got the money that I could, sold out the ones that were worth more than what I bought in, and then took a little bit of a hit on a couple, but it worked out in my favor in the end, but still. You know, had I have waited even a couple more days and kept playing fate, I wouldn't even have got back what I got then. Every day you wait, you know, or every day, because once they take the asset away, it's over. The asset's gone. The XDC moves, it moves like no other. But in the 30-minute time frame, we can start drawing these little short-term patterns out so we can see what's going on. So, but after this, I want to get to some of these. So, just after this, we're going to look at DGB real quick. But then I want to go to the Ethereum side of things, which is Matic, which is Shiba, which is Doge. So, I mean, that's what you're looking at for this immediate short term. Personally, I wouldn't touch XDC until it comes down and proves whether or not it can hold 2-1. If it can't hold 2-1, there's no point. We've got... Oh, DGB real quick. So, Digibyte. And that's consolidating. And right now, if it can break up, God, it really feels like it needs to come up just a tiny bit, but there's no volume to support it. So, how am I going to say, okay, it's just going to come up? You know? But it almost feels like with how long it's dragging that it's trying to get out of this range, but there's just nothing to support it. And we're under the 20-day. We had a 20 try to cross the 50, but it pulled back down. It's just, we need a volume spike one way or the other. But it's not uncommon to get this before you get this. And that's why I'm being cautiously aware of the double bottom. Because that's going to happen eventually. But I think it's going to break through. I think that'll eventually break through. So, just what I would say with DGB is just follow this descending triangle. Don't buy into it unless you really, really have to. Because the Fed is going to be raising rates again in June. And with this next rate hike, the market just might go in a huge frenzy. And that could be the capitulation one. A lot of people are under the assumption we already capitulated. We haven't even started capitulation yet. I'll hit H-bar because it's right here too for WIG. I love H-bar. H-bar's in my master plan as well. And an H-bar flipping a 0 would be Tom's dream. And guys, 10,000 of everything. So a lot of people didn't think they could own everything they wanted. Don't be greedy. You have 10,000 of everything. DGB flipping zeros, you have 100,000 of it or whatever. But this is what I came up with. What do you think with the H-bar WIG? And look how it played out. So it broke the uptrend now, and now it's back testing this uptrend I created. So this is how we know we're very bearish. We stayed within the falling channel too after breaking the uptrend, so we do have some kind of stability here, at least for the support structure. But that's a big drop down. I mean, excuse me. Whoa, wait a minute. It dropped all the way to 4.7 H-bar. Holy shit. Wow. See, I cover a lot of stuff, so I don't often get to see how all of it plays out because I always forget to look. Damn, did H-bar play out freaking beautifully. Like, look how it back tested that uptrend. That's so perfect. And the 20 days right on the uptrend. Hey, Joe88, thanks for following. Let's see what number you are. You're the first follower. So, guys, cover your ears because we're about to go into the vortex when I click on Twitch. Oh, it goes into a vortex. 300. Oh. You are 326, Joe. Follower 326. Make sure to hit the YouTube link that's on my Twitch homepage and join the more than 10,500 subscribers over on YouTube. I'd be much appreciative. So that's the 20-day right now, right there, right on the uptrend on the H-bar. I think that's a beautiful drawing for H-bar because it takes out all the guesswork. Takes out all the guesswork. And I can say that because we started this in January 2020, the uptrend. Hit it again in 2021, right? So a whole year, and we still hit the uptrend. And then when we were supposed to do it again a year later, unfortunately, we hit it as resistance. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for anybody holding H-bar. So that's what's going on with H-bar. Hopefully, WIG, does that pretty much break that? Okay, yeah, I can see you like that. I would too if I liked H-bar. Well, I do like H-bar, but I'm saying if I was a fan and then I seen a chart like this. And the best part of this is too, you can see how we busted this channel. Because we were in a rising channel. You could say we were kind of in a rising channel. Overzealous breakout. You could even say like this, right? We just had an overzealous breakout to the top side. That's all. Twice, and then it broke back in. And now when we broke down, you could have said overzealous, but it didn't break back up this time, did it? Unfortunately. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for some. So that's H-bar. Isaiah, thanks for the follow. You're what did I say? 327? 329? 320 something. We have Sheba. And everybody who followed tonight. You have no idea what you've just done for yourself. Only the people who have been following me on YouTube actually understand. Some people on Twitch now. But the YouTube people understand. That's why they go everywhere. So, this is what I'm thinking with Sheba. But I'm going to redraw this out because we have new people in here. So I'm going to make this a little less guessy for you guys, okay? So I'm going to take out all the guesswork. Okay, so let me, just got to give me 1 sec, because it has to be perfect. Because if you miss this even by a... There we go. So that's going to be your uptrend. So right now, no matter what, on May 17th, 2022, right around here, so we have to hit this uptrend and hold. It could be in June sometime, but that's 695. That's the uptrend. And everybody's like, oh, 695? How do you fucking get these numbers? It's because that's the true uptrend. Like, that's the uptrend numbers. Although, we could say, hey, we didn't come all the way down, so technically it's right there. Okay, fine. You got me. You got me. So it's 670, actually. So I got you because it's still low. Wait a minute. What'd you say, Joe? Been following your work, Tom. Great job you're doing. Oh, Joe, I appreciate it. Respect that. Thank you. I'm glad that I could get you to come over to Twitch as well, now that I know you're following my work. That's a big compliment. The people that followed me over from YouTube and watch my live streams on Twitch, knowing that I still will share it on YouTube, that means a lot to me. So that's literally what we're looking at right now. We're in a falling... That resistance is just detrimental right now on Shiba. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to take the guesswork out. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to be an interesting end to this pattern, because technically, if it breaks down out of here, we could still come up and retest here, have these small little percentage gains. And that's the thing, like, it doesn't look like a big move, but for anybody who's in it, 16% is 16%. But just as easily, people are banking or trying to make a 16% move in the daily. They're just, if it goes the opposite way, so you're looking for a 16% run up or a 43% run down. You'd want the odds to be the opposite. You'd want it to be a 43% run up with the chance of a 16% down, not a 16% run up with the chance of 43% down. Nobody in their right fucking mind knowing those odds would take this. I certainly wouldn't take a 2.65 to 1. A minus 2.65 to 1 at that. Fuck that. You want to give yourself some odds. That you might as well just bend yourself over. But so okay, so that's Shiba. But I wanted to show you guys the Matic. And I cover on my Dogecoin and U channel on YouTube. I have 2 partnered stations on YouTube. Then I did a station for the people who like Doge, Shiba, Matic, Ethereum, Litecoin, and ADA. And I didn't expect to be partner on there, but it ended up becoming partner too because I had nice support. So this is as easy as I could put it. We're fighting the uptrend. So we've got to come back to verify the patterns though. We haven't hit this twice yet. We still need to hit this uptrend to confirm that this is an uptrend that can hold. So, and believe it or not, things always come back to the uptrend. One way or another, they will always find a way back to the true uptrend. Always. Cracks me up every time when you say you might as well bet. Masher Ali, welcome in. One of the best and brightest out there. No, it cracks me up, especially when I listen to my replays back, because I listen. When I listen to them back, especially my updates and when I start getting into a bit, and because I don't plan it, I just say things, and it is what it is. But I crack myself up. I said something yesterday. Oh, when I was doing I started talking about how people wanted to crucify me, and then I was like, when I told people XRP is going to go to 52 cents, when it's at $1.06, oh my fucking God, Tom, oh, you can't say that, it's blasphemy. When I heard myself say that, I was laughing so hard. And then when I called myself, you're not the XRP future millionaire, you XRP future broker, you fucking, XRP future loser, and that's the kind of stuff that makes me laugh. It's like I can't imagine what people think that aren't me. So, but with Matic, and Ali's in my Dogecoin and U community, one of the most active people in there, and he can attest how awesome that, I love it in there. And when we actually have trades, because right now I've halted the swing trading until we get to the bottom, because there's no reason for anybody in my community to lose their money. We did have some nice trades before that, but I had to halt it. So we have support at 47.9 down here at this double bottom. We have this descending triangle that we're in the shorter time frame, but in the much larger time frame, we're also in a descending triangle. But we have this uptrend that we're trying to see if it can validate that started all the way back in 2021. So if it doesn't validate here on the uptrend for Matic at about 35.4, then you fall into the much wider descending triangle. And the bottom part of this where it meets is all the way down at like 10 cents. So you really don't want to be coming way down. I do. When I say you don't really want to be coming down, that's the people that own it. I'm going to own it again. I've owned Matic. In my swing traders, my ISO headquarters, where we do the swing trade, and we made a nice profit on Matic. On the initial swing trade. It just didn't materialize and break that next level of resistance, which was unfortunate for us. But we still had profit. The AV one was the home run that some hit. I only hit part of that home run, even though I called the whole thing. Let's see. Nathan Demish. Tom, I'm newer to this group. When it comes to the point you start layering in, will you tell us if we wish to come along? Or at least be reminded, hey, this is a great time for this ad. Oh, yeah, Nathan. When I buy, I'm 100% transparent. 100% transparent. So, yeah, absolutely. You'll see when I layer in. I'm very vocal about when I do my stuff. So I'm not like the other YouTubers who tell you that they bought and never show you anything. I actually show you everything I do. 100% of everything. That's why everything I was doing in Lobster, I showed it transparently. Even though I didn't want to keep showing it because I thought deep down it was a scam. I still gave it the fair shot. You've seen, I wasn't negative about it. I talked fairly about it. I didn't act like it was something it wasn't, and I didn't act like it wasn't something if it was. You know, so I actually did it 100% open-minded. I actually talked what I needed to talk about it. I talked like it was, I didn't know if it was legit, but I was getting, and remember my shocking thing with Lobster was I couldn't believe that they kept selling my stuff and I was getting paid. So the fact that I was surprised that I was even getting paid told me I was in the wrong, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm making money, but I'm always questioning whether or not the asset's legit, and I found out the hard way. Almost every single one I had was not. I was just making money on them. Go figure that one out. I'm telling you, 95% of the ones I bought that people independently supposedly verified and were confident that were not scams ended up being scams. All of them. All of them. So when that happens, I'm comfortable in my market. I tried other people's ideas with Lobster. I'm not comfortable with it. Yep, Breadwire, same with me. I don't want to stress it anymore as well. Thanks, Herm, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm 100% authentic. I don't fucking sugarcoat anything, but I also don't... See, I don't hide anything, and then when things go wrong, like with Lobster, once we found out they were all scams, did I hide or did I show you guys exactly what I did, exactly how when I sold out, and exactly why I did what I did? I didn't hide. I don't turn comments off on my YouTubes. I let the voice speak because the only way to, de-escalate something is get everybody on the same page. Everybody has to have their voice, especially when things are in chaos. If you shut people's voice off, you'll never get them back. So, looks like a continuation pattern, but oftentimes, but not always, they like to do this little run up here to fucking trick everybody. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if this happens. And you get a market-wide like 15, 16% pump. That is what I'm looking at. And it's in my head, it's like, hey, wouldn't it be nice to get a quick 15, 16%? It's like, yeah, but if we break this, the minimum we drop is 26 and then 45 or 54. So to make 16%, do I really want to take the chance of losing 24, 42, or 54%? No. I'm actually pretty happy with my portfolio right now. And everybody, how are you going to make six figures on just $3,500? I'm like, because that's how. You wait for the bottoms. You sell the tops or close to it like I did after. But you have to be diligent. You have to wait for it to come all the way back down, and you can't be swing trading. That's just something I taught myself. And then you just need one big trade a year. Yep. It's just like in every other thing when you start following the queue, especially the conspirators and the people that think they're getting ahead, it usually comes back to bite you in the ass. Because that's controlled opposition, and that's what I've been trying. What I tried to say. First time you're hearing. Oh, about Lobster Herm. Oh yeah, no, Herm. I did very well. I got all my stuff out. I sent all my stuff off of Lobster. Besides a little bit of money, not a lot of money, but I put $3,500 on. I put it in KuCoin, but I put it in USDC paired against USDT. So it's in USDC. And then if the USDC chart outperforms USDT, I'll make a little bit more as well. But that's where I decided to put my money until I buy into shit. I'm not putting it in USDT. There's no fucking way. It's not backed by anything but itself. And if you want another UST on your hands, another Terra, well, that would be the way to put yourself in that situation if you keep your money in USDT. Everybody told me on KuCoin, there's no other way besides USDT, but there is. You can put it in USDC paired against USDT, which means if USDT goes down, USDC is worth more. If it goes up, it's worth less, your USDC in comparison. I'm willing to take that chance. Uphold is pairing up with Ledger, I heard. No shit. That would be a big move for Uphold. I fucking love Uphold. That's my favorite one. And that's where, after I buy my XRP, I'll be shipping it back on the XRP ledger back over to Uphold. I'm just buying it on KuCoin because the fees are cheaper. That's all. Everything will be sent back over to Uphold if possible. Because I feel for storing, I feel safe for having it on Uphold because I trust it. But you see, we're starting to try to break out with Matic in the daily. So if we can break out over here, we can at least test and do this fake out to the top side like I was saying. So that's what I'm watching. Am I anticipating it? Yes. That's what I'm trying to anticipate. Because you can see this bullish cross that started and everything. I just called it earlier, before it actually happened. But I knew it was happening. So here's the question, guys. So ask me the question. Tom, if I'm buying something right now, what should I buy? Somebody asked the damn question. You guys do it every time. What should I buy, Tom? Ooh, silver. That one's dear to my heart. Hello. You know what? Guys, I have an idea. So we did, I counted on it. I've already been on for almost an hour today, right? Let's see. 53 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on everybody. From 8:50 to 9 o'clock, every single day now, when I come on, we're doing a commodities update in here. So everybody who wants to talk gold, silver, we're going to do at least a 10-minute segment every single time. You want a snacky? Which one do you want? trip anything. Okay. So let's see if anybody liked it. Don't trust any exchange. Either hold fiat or put crypto on my ledger. Recommend any coins I could make rakes. Yep, we can go over GPL. We'll definitely go over GPL. I mean, right now it's going to be hard to make bank until we get down a little bit farther. But in the crypto market, I would say if I was looking seriously, I mean, we know what XRP's doing, and you're not going to make serious bank. I wouldn't do anything with anything until Bitcoin breaks over 30,000 and can hold that, just to show that maybe we can make a short-term move. It's not going to be worth it to ride XRP just to 42 cents, or some of these just up 4% or 4.5%. Hey, William, welcome back. What's going on? Glad to see you in here. I'm glad we didn't lose you. I like seeing you in here. Yeah, I can send stuff from multiple different kind of XRP. The only thing you can't really send is XLM. You know. Oh. This is the last request I'm taking, because then we got to get into our metals, because we're gonna run out of time here. Are you talking to... Are you talking about... You're not talking about on the stock market. You're talking about this one, right? Ali? Are you talking about this? Yeah, you came here at a good time, William. I'm doing my last 10 or 12 minutes now on every live stream. Starting today is going to be commodities. We do need another fucking shot of velocity, that's true. Yes. American Zebra, bring that up tomorrow, right when I come in. Okay, so you are talking about NVIDIA. Okay, that's... I thought so at first, but then I seen that, and I'm like, well, maybe because we're talking crypto that, Although this is the corporation. Is this the right one? I don't know. I haven't looked up NVIDIA in a long time. I don't know if they've got different symbols now. Oh my god, is that a massive fucking channel that it was in? This is so overvalued. Oh, that's disturbing. It's always a good time to start buying silver. Especially when it's 83 to 1 or 85 to 1 ratio to gold. It's an excellent time. It hasn't been this big of a differential from silver to gold in a very, very long time. So your question, Ali, that's how far of a drop I expect this to have. in my opinion. It's eventually going to come back to this uptrend. All of this is artificial insemination by government putting money into the stock market. That's it. They artificially inflated the stock market instead of raising interest rates last time. So this time, that's not going to happen, and you're going to get a drop. It's going to be a huge fucking drop. A lot of these are so overvalued. I mean, can I see 90%? It's going to be tough, but I would certainly. That's an objective target right there. But obviously, first you need this to break. So in the immediate short term, to answer your question, I'd expect it to come down to $121.73. If it breaks that, there's nothing stopping it from going down to about $27. And that would be a massive drop. So, gold. Oh, what was that? 100 bits by Woodpile. I appreciate that so much. Really, thank you so much. That was very generous of you. You got that right, William. So, it's about time that we're going to redo this whole gold thing real quick. So, in the weekly, we have such beauty. It's a beauty. You got this cup and handle, and everybody asks, well, what's a successful cup and handle? Look no farther than the gold chart. Built the handle right here, right? That's beautiful. Now, is it going to break? Is it going to pull over? Is it going to consolidate? Well, nobody knows that for sure, but if it does tank, unlike crypto, it would so quickly get eaten up that you'd have to buy it within a day or two before it would get eaten up. So, let's bring this out into the monthly, because gold chart's huge. It's huge. So, I mean, you can even come all the way back here and try to do something like that, but the fact is we came up and we rode through this area after, did we not? So the fact is we're doing something like that with this uptrend. It's spectacular. And it's been going on for a very long time, since 1969. Then we hit it again in 2001. So it took, 31 years, 35 years, whatever it was, to hit this again. And now we should hit it. We're probably not going to hit it again. We're probably not going to hit it again. That's going to be the issue. We'll probably come up farther before we ever hit it again. Even right here, if we hit it, it's about 1,600. I don't know if we can. So, what makes it easier for me, and like for me, I buy every month. So, I buy every month because you never know what it's going to be next month, if it's going to pump, if it's going to dump. So, almost 4 years ago now, I started buying gold and silver. And I bought my first thing of silver, and now I look at it, and it was only like 13. And gold was only like 1,300. And I was like, at the time, I'm like, man, I wish it was a lot cheaper. But now, I'd been buying gold and silver for so long, for so much, that I was like, holy shit, I actually bought some when it was that cheap. I don't even fucking remember that. And that's what Robert Kiyosaki instilled in me. And Peter Schiff, you just keep buying that shit. It doesn't matter how much you pay for the ounce. It matters how many ounces you have on you. Period. Because at the end of the day, it's only about how much you have, not how much it costs you. The wealthy have the advantage because they can buy more. It doesn't matter how much XRP you have. It matters what the value is. It doesn't matter when you bought it. And the only reason it matters when you bought it is about your profit margin. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is how many pure shares you have, correct? Because 10,000 shares are 10,000 shares. Nobody knows when you're going to buy them. They're still just shares, but they're the value. The value are in the shares. And then that's the gold. And then I want to do the same thing for silver real quick. And I know we're almost out of time here. But then I want to go to GPL. Yep, this is live. This is always live, Noah. Well, the only time you won't see this live is when I share it to YouTube. Because I show, after this gets done, I'll show the replay to YouTube. They sure don't. The sad thing, though, is it really doesn't matter what generation you are in the U.S. 95% of the people in the USA, I believe, don't own a single piece of silver or gold. And likely, with that being said, I've probably never even seen silver and gold in their lifetime. Gummy, thanks for the 9 bits. Very generous of you. But this is the top end of what's going on with silver. So, if we can break out, it's going to be a very interesting thing. Like I said, though, we're on a bull flag, it looks like. And we did pull down, but it wouldn't surprise me if we came down to like 1680 with silver. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm hoping it happens. But that's the pattern breakdown of silver. If you go into the monthly and do it in a longer scale, that's how it looks. So, and this has been going on like gold. This has been going on since 1934, this uptrend. 1932, this uptrend's been going on since. And then for pizza breath, let's do GPL, and then I have got to go. These classes go by, or episodes go by so fast. Let me delete this. That was the sun up there. So, GPL after the mining collapse had a absolutely historical drop. Now, my problem is right now with GPL is this going to hold, or is this going to play like a continuation? I don't know. It looks like we have a nice double bottom formed right here, which is very nice. That's a very good sign. You guys know I bought it at 17. What was it? 1727 or 1747 I bought. That's when I decided to buy back in, and I just held it, even though it went down to 16 something. I didn't know it bounced this high, though. What is it at right now? It was down 7.6% today. It's at 1922. Wow. My son's laughing while, like, trying to shake his head to sleep out in the living room. What's so funny? But it's a nice double bottom here, Pizza Breath. Hey! Storm Patrol, thanks for the 1,000 bits. That's unbelievable. Thank you so much. Ali, thanks for the 100 bits. I didn't even see that. Thank you so much. Wow, between the, what do we have, 11 gift subs and the support through the bits as well, you guys are very generous. Very generous. Actually, we might have had 12 gift subs today. And I think there is a chance at profit here with GPL still. You know, it's just it had a classic back test after a nice break up. Pizza Breath, thanks for the 100 bits. But, you know, we've been talking about this one for a long time, Pizza Breath. There's one thing that we're both not feeling too comfortable about with this. There's one thing, right? Just the fact it looks like a continuation pattern, but if it continues to the downside again, it's going to be something pretty fucking crazy. Hey, Pizza Breath, thank you for the 100 and the 100 bits. And the 100 bits. Thank you. Much appreciated. He must like my GPL coverage. God, that looks so bad. That fucking mining collapse ruined everything that was good on GPL. And this is a capitulation that just crushed them. And now we got to break that uptrend, guys. It's that simple. I'm trying to do this. I want to do this in the immediate short term as well, just so we can see. And then I'm going to go. Once I finish this in the immediate short term. Because we're trying to break this. It's a very painful falling channel. I'm not surprised it's taking so long to break it. But I thought eventually we'd have some buyers step in. But with the environment we're in right now, it's not a surprise that it's taking a little bit longer. I will say, though, I didn't know we were up this high, so... But yeah, that's what we're working on right now with GPL. So the top end potential right now, Pizza Breath. We are on the 20-day, though, and that's a great sign. If we can break out of this, we're looking to get up here. 13 or 20% back up to 22.91 with GPL. That's where I'd be targeting. We're going to try to hit that drop point dump. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good night, everybody. The conclusion is we will definitely see, we're definitely going to see 30 cent XRP in the near future. 100%. 100%. But have a good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow.